Happy Aloha Saturday. We are joined by our Hawaii Island contributor and Hawaii Radio Hour host, Naka Nathaniel, to Kukakuka about storytelling here in the Pacific. And good morning, brother. Aloha. I thank you for being here.
Aloha. So great to be with you on these Saturday mornings. Such a beautiful, beautiful day here in Waimea. Glad to be with you.
Hey, let's talk about HIFF45 for a couple of moments. The Hawaii International Film Festival now headed to Kauai, Maui, and to you over on Hawaii Island. And there was one film I know that caught your ear and eye. It won the Pacifica Award. The film Remathau, that'll play in Kahilu next week, correct?
Yeah, it's called Remathau, and it's People of the Ocean. It's the story of a young Micronesian woman who travels to Challenger Deep, which is the deepest part of the Marianas Trench, which is the lowest point on the planet. And telling this story is a real kind of challenge, because you're trying to be very respectful of a community like the Micronesian community.
Respectful? What do you mean?
Well, you're a storyteller, right? And so you're kind of familiar with this thing called the hero's journey. It's something that we use all the time in our storytelling, from Star Wars to Avatar, and many of these big stories. They all follow this same arc of the hero's journey. And so much of our stories are set up to celebrate the individual, but that's not the convention for many of our communities here in the Pacific. And so I wanted to talk to Daniel Lin, who is the director of Remathau, about this type of storytelling and the problem of the hero's journey.
There's this kind of tropish hero's journey, and what it does oftentimes is, it uplifts an individual's accomplishments, achievements, and right after that accomplishment is done, the story's over, and we just kind of like clap and we applaud, and that's a familiar kind of arc that we like to see, as an audience. It just like feels good. And I think what we noticed in a lot of the stories that I had at least witnessed that had happened is that this oftentimes it severs an individual from their community, because it's be like, oh, who are you? Like somebody, now suddenly you're, and that's never the choice of that individual. It's oftentimes it's just irresponsible storytelling, because I think what we know is that if you wait long enough, or you just sit and watch, all of those opportunities, if they're truly of the community, all of that feeds back in, and it becomes like fuel for more, more growth, more enlivened dreams and possibilities.
I guess this is a challenge for us as storytellers, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. We're so set in the ways of our storytelling. And so that's the interesting thing that I love about Remathau, is that this is coming at a different approach. It's a different take, and trying to make this more of a community story, which is really, really tough for us storytellers. We get used to the way of doing things. And when we're asked to be pushed into a direction that's more respectful of the communities that we're talking about, it becomes even a bigger challenge. And so I'm really excited that this has been part of the film festival, and really excited for people to get a chance to see the story.
Okay, you've got more from Daniel Lin in the Hawaii Radio Hour, correct?
Yeah, we had a great discussion, talking about storytelling, and particularly in Pacific communities. And we've got a really great Mo'olelo and a Mele, a song and a story from Kenny T in this week's show. And I cannot wait for people to hear his awesome song and his awesome story.
Okay, so Remathau, and once again, Kenny T, that's going to be on the Hawaii Radio Hour, 4 p.m. coming up tomorrow. Naka, have a wonderful day on Mokuokeawe.
Mahalo, hui ho.
Okay. 8:14.